Hey, I got a good one for you today. Huge local SEO news. Sterling Sky recently published some research that shows that adding predefined services to your Google Business profile can have a significant impact on your rankings. Now, I know some of you might be thinking, well, obviously, but the reality is that the services section has long been thought to have zero impact on ranking. Previous testing before has shown that no matter what you put in that services section, it doesn't really impact rankings, but it can have a positive impact on conversions because of justifications and because you can see them on mobile. So if people see that you offer that service, it might help them convert. But ranking impact to services, generally before, no impact on ranking, and you can see it actually comes in as one of the local search myths in the most recent local search ranking factor survey. But a huge shout out to Joy Hawkins and her team at Sterling Sky for testing this again and discovering something really phenomenal, some new tactic that we can now use to improve local search rankings. So let me show you their test, what they did, and their results. So what they found is that if you take any of these predefined services that Google is suggesting and click them and add them to your profile, you'll generally see a pretty significant ranking boost. Let me show you an example. So you can see here that prior to adding that service to their profile, they only ranked in their immediate area. But then after clicking that button and adding the service to their profile, wow, look at this. Now ranking quite well in a pretty wide range. And then they did it again on another listing. Look at what happened here. So previously this business was not ranking at all for vampire facials, a pretty obscure term. But when they added the predefined service that Google was suggesting to their profile, boom, look at that. Huge impact in rankings. All right, so now let me walk you through exactly what the action items are to take advantage of this new local search tactic. So what you want to do is you want to edit your Google Business profile and then click this button here for Edit Services. This will bring up the services section. And so it's important to note that if you have any pending services that Google is suggesting, you either have to edit or accept those before you're going to get the predefined services options. So I'm going to click Accept here. That's a pretty good one. Residential and commercial services, sure. Accept. Now, once you get that, any of these ones that you've accepted, you can now go in here and edit them. You can add a price, you can add a description, whatever it is. So you can update the services. If you have any services in there you don't want, you can click here and delete them. But then after accepting those, you now get this magic button, the Add More Services button. And when you click that, here they are. All of the predefined services you can now add to your Google Business profile. Electrical wiring installation, yes. Electrical parts assembly, we do that. Panel repair, heck yes. Fuse, we do all these things, sweet. So now as I add all of these predefined services to my Google Business profile, I'm improving my rankings for those terms. Sterling Sky has shown that these predefined services will have a positive impact on your ranking. So click Save after you've selected the ones you want, and then it's always a good idea to go through and add descriptions to any of these. Now you might be wondering, some of these will have add custom services. And what you'll find is that Google is offering predefined service suggestions for every additional category you have on your listing as well. So this business here was from some previous testing I was doing, so I could look at the plumbing services and look at this. I can add any of these that are relevant to my business, any services that I actually provide. I can select these, add them to my profile, and rank better for those terms. Now the jury is still out about whether or not adding custom services has any impact on rankings. Joy and her team say that they're testing that, so I look forward to their follow-up. But you might as well add custom services as well, because if there are extra terms that you want to rank for, they may actually help you rank too. So let's say I wanted this business to rank for electrical car charging services. I could add that as a custom service. Now, let me quickly go through this and show you in action me increasing rankings for one of our clients. So this is a personal injury attorney. You can see that Google is suggesting all of these categories. These are all super relevant. So I'm like, yep, give me them services. And now they're all here, so I can edit these and update them. And I'm scrolling down to the magic button. Wow, there's so many. This is great. Scrolling down to the magic button, add more services. Here they are. Here's some more services that I would like my client to rank for. Thank you. And now, if all goes well, I'm gonna see my client go from a grid that looks like this to a grid that looks like that. This is truly a wonderful new discovery that can have a huge impact on your ranking. So I actually think this should now be a new weekly task for anyone that cares about their local search rankings. Once a week, you should check your Google business profile, see is Google suggesting any categories? If yes, accept or edit, remove the ones that don't make sense. And then click that button, add more services, and see if there are any additional predefined services you can add to your category. Because it seems that every time you add one of those additional services, you're casting a wider net, allowing you to rank for those services. Plus, you also get the benefit of additional justifications from services. So huge shout out, huge thank you to Joy Hawkins and the team at Sterling Sky for giving us this new local search strategy to add to our tool belt. Great job, thank you. All right, hope that was helpful. See you all next time. Amazing work. I can't get it. This feels wrong.